Yo, chat! Yo, chat! We in Jersey! I told y'all you was about to do these IRLs. I seen y'all on the Discord dick riding. Okay, I seen y'all on the Discord talking about, yo, where the IRLs been talking about. Listen, bruh, we been outside, chat. I went to sleep last night at 7 in the morning. No cap. By the way, I have been recording since I've been here. Yes, I have been recording. I did not up Ben's car. Okay, chat, I gotta tell y'all about what happened, bro. Yo, it was literally, arguably, probably one of the longest days of my life. I was up from 8 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock in the morning the next day. Cherry face reveal. Okay, Cherry will be in the next YouTube video, chat. He was the cameraman for all of yesterday. But yo, chat, the video yesterday, first things first, let's get this shit out the way. I am taller than Ben. Now, that means, like, bro, I'm literally taller than all the mods. Yo, Ben is literally right here to me. I have pictures. So you could say cap, you could say whatever. Okay, let's start from the beginning of the day, chat. Yesterday, I woke up, right? Great day. You know, I was tired as hell because we was on the road and shit. I pulled up to the motherfucking block. It was pouring rain. I had outside, yo, the M's was outside, bro. Everybody was outside. I thought everybody was gonna mob with us to the static event, but like my boy didn't end up getting his car in time, so it was like, long story short, me, my cousin with the G80, and then Ben all mobbed to static nights in PA. That shit was 2.5 hours away, bro. So I was like, in my head, bro, I met Ben and I'm like, Ben, I see this car and I'm like, nah, I already know something gonna go wrong. 2.5 hours in a pouring rain. Something is gonna go wrong, chat, right? Something gotta go wrong. Like 2.5 hours in pouring rain in Jersey going into unknown territory, bro. Something bound to happen, right? I said it, bro. I literally said it, chat. I was like, yo, I don't know if I want to be responsible. I told y'all, I was like, yo, I want Ben to come out. He could ride with me. We got space in the car. But like, I don't want him to take his shit because I knew we started driving. Mind you, this Ben doesn't go over 45 miles per hour, okay? This Ben literally didn't touch 50 once. Me and my cousin, mind you, we're dumb late, chat. We're stupid late. Like, we're literally late as hell to the show. So I'm like, bro, I call Ben. I'm like, Ben, what is going on? He's like, yo, my shit feel a little weird. My shit wobbling. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, gang, I'm gonna be honest. Gotta make it to this show. Like, yo, I was like, yo, Ben, bro, it gets to a point, dude. Like, we actually gotta get to it. Like, 50 miles on the turnpike too, chat. Like, that is slow as hell. But I was like, okay, I get it. He just added the rear camber, his shit a little low or whatever. You know, he really never mobbed his shit out of right here in area in Jersey. So we mobbing. I'm like, yo, Ben, we gotta take off, gang. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta take off because I gotta still charge again. I had to charge on the way there. It was still like another hour and a half away, whatever, right? So I started mobbing. Me and my cousin started taking off. Ben by himself, chat. Ben by himself. I think it was L Mans that we left this by himself, but he was with his cameraman. So it was him and his cameraman in the car. They was cool. L man, so what you saying is you left his ass. Okay, look, we didn't leave him. We were ahead of him and he was cruising so slow that we were like, okay, we gotta stop anyways. By the time we stop, charge, hop back on the road, we'll meet him. Long story short, picked up the pace. We ended up charging. This ended up 20-30 minutes ahead of us. We hop back on the road. I get a call, bro. It's Ben. So in my head, chat, he's 30 minutes ahead of us. We're only like 45 minutes from the show. So I'm like, okay, maybe Ben, I didn't check his location like right then and there. So I was like, okay, maybe Ben got to the show. He was letting me know like, okay, how the show looking. Boom. I answer the phone. Ben's like, bro, the unbelievable happened. Or I don't even know what the this said. This called me. All I heard was wind. I was like, oh shit. As soon as you get the call and you hear the wind in the background, you know it's on the side of the road, you hear the trap, you hear the cars flying past. That's all I heard. He's like, gang, I just bust my oil pan. So I'm like, bro, I knew this was gonna happen. Why didn't I time accordingly? I'm running late. It's raining. We thought the show was an hour away, ended up being 2 hours away. So that's why we was running so damn late. But then this shit happened. So now I'm like, okay, we're late as Ben's on the side of the road with a broken oil pan. What are we gonna do? Engine race for nothing. Let me tell you what happened when we pulled up. So now me and my cousin booking it. We're like, all right, we gotta book it to get to him. Because after we get to him, we're gonna have to help him and then hit the road again, still make it to the show. Chat, at this point, we're mad Like, the show started at 5. It was like 6:30. Dead ass. When this shit was happening, it was like 6:30. And we were still not there. I would have went straight to the show. Look, that's the thing. Look, I'm already at L Mans because I left him. And, like, I had to play catch up and shit. But, like, I couldn't even, like, be even more of an L Mans because I still had to drive past him. Like, okay, I was gonna stop for him regardless. But, like, even if I wanted to just be like, yo, nah, I'm out. I gotta get to where I need to go. I had to pass this. I pull up on Ben. I gotta tell y'all this, bro, because it gets worse. It literally gets worse. This nigga is literally me, chat, when I was like 18, 19 years old. No cap. We get to Ben on the side of the road, chat. Mind you, where this pulled over, like, he literally got blessed, chat, because the whole way, like, it was like 5-6 miles of just straight, like, a 2-lane road with, like, those big-ass barriers on the side, and there was no shoulder. So in my head, I'm, like, driving towards this. I see him on the little location thing on the phone, and I'm like, bro, how the is he in the right lane? Like, is he stopped in the middle of the lane? Because there's no shoulder. Luckily, as soon as we pulled up, there was like a little shoulder. He got blessed, chat. He literally got blessed to have a shoulder right there. I pull up, oil all over the floor. I'm like, what the is going on? He was supposed to, I told him, I was like, yo, raise your car because you're gonna have to get a tow truck. So I was like, raise your car before I get there. I was like 20 minutes out when I was on the phone with him, 30 minutes out. So that way you get your shit on the tow truck, boom, we drop it off somewhere for a little bit, or we take it to the show, whatever, and then boom, we'll figure it out, right? Chad, pull up, this still in the car, whatever, cool. I go to the car, we gotta raise the car. Let's do this. Let's get the jack, let's get the tools, boom. This pulls out the scissor jack. He pulled out the little Harbor Freight jack that don't do shit, and then he pulled out the scissor jack. I'm like, that's the problem. We're unprepared. But look, luckily enough, I have all my shit in the Tesla. So I pull out, my shit, whatever, feel me? We jack up the car. The whole motor is on the floor. Now, in my head, I said, Tay, don't panic. I'm like, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna raise this car up. It's gonna work. I feel up because I'm like, yo, Ben is my mans, and I don't want to leave Ben. And it's like, I have no choice, chat. I'm sponsored. I have to be there. I'm 2 hours late to the event. Long story short, the motor mounts. The bolts, this ran. He literally pulled a me, bro. I literally did the exact same thing with my Mark V. I literally told this thing, I said, you have to run the right size bolts. Chat, this nigga put the wrong size bolts in the goddamn motor mounts. And I'm literally surprised the car ended up making it that far. I drove my shit, when I did that shit, I drove my shit down the block and my motor fell. We go to raise the car, chat. I'm like, Ben, I gotta dip. I'm like, literally, Ben, I gotta dip. Yo, I called the manager of Walmart. I'm coming Wednesday to save the Jetta from PA. Wait, you're gonna go Wednesday? Bro, chat, long story short, this Ben dropped his motor. His bolts were too damn small. How he got it on a tow truck, I don't know. Wait, the transpan is up? Say on God. Bro, I don't know. Okay, see, the problem is, though, I don't know if he broke. We don't know if he broke what he broke. The oil pan is confirmed broken. But how the transmission is, we don't know. I don't know how long he drove with the car, with the motor dragging. I don't know how it was getting on the tow truck. That's why I said he'll have his own POV of everything. You broke the transpan out the oil pan? No, that's cap. There's no way. There's no way, because there was oil on the ground. Unless you broke both. You had to break the oil pan because there was oil on the ground. I touched it. Oil pan is mint. How? How do you know this? Bro, chat, that shit was crazy, bro. Like, I was having the most, like the PTSD in my body, bro. Like, I literally felt for this Ben because, like, the PTSD in my body when I was on the side of the road, like, with no help. Like, it was just us. It just looked like the middle of nowhere, gang. Like, bro, chat, I hate being stranded, bro. Like, that is literally the worst, being stranded, especially when it's getting closer to nighttime and shit not open. Ben, did I not save your number? Oh, right here.
Bro, okay, this is what happened, bro. Yo. My oil pan is fine, bro. Because look, we looked at the motor. Dude, the motor side, the bolts are mint. The bolts are mint. You still see the washers, they're still wrapped up with the shit. Bro, the trans side, that's the side that fell, right? So what I'm thinking, bro, I hit that bump, the trans mount gave out, the motor fell, but on just the trans side, right? Broke the pan, and that's what happened. I think that's what happened.
Ben, let me explain something to you, okay? One side of the motor falls. It doesn't mean you're just dropping it on the trans. The oil pan on those cars are long.
Yeah.
You definitely had the oil pan on the ground. I seen it.
No, yeah, exactly. But just the trans pan. The oil pan is fine. We put that shit on the trailer. Yeah, the trailer. I looked under the car. The oil pan is still fucking good. And then I look at the other side, and the trans pan is like smashed. So I'm like, okay, bet it's the trans pan. But you don't think transmission fluid is like that too?
Nah, not that thick.
I mean, shit, I don't know. I've never done an oil change or a transmission fluid change, but dude, that shit was dragging too. Like I probably drove on it for like 30 seconds. Feel like it's okay.
30 seconds?
Not okay. I'm not saying that long, but like I turn the car off as soon as possible. I think car's fine. I promise you, the shit is fine. I'm probably being a little too positive, but to me, it's okay. Bet I know what I have to do. The project is drive back to PA, get the car, braze the motor, fix the pan, bring the shit back home, and never touch it ever again. Leave that shit over there. I don't give a fuck what happens.
Gang, I can't even tell you what to do with that trans pan because I never touched that. Like, I never
Nah,
have.
you know what's funny, bro? I know somebody with the same car, same year, same model, who broke his trans pan, luckily. So I just told him, he told me this shit gonna be easy. I'm like, all right, bet. We're good. No, it's a metal oil pan, by the way.
Yeah, like, if you broke a metal oil pan, gang, I ain't gonna lie, that's a skill issue. This is gonna stay tuned to that vid, bro. That shit gonna be fire.
That shit is gonna be crazy, bro.
It's so good to have a like Ben, bro, because he understands how it is being in front of the camera, bro. Like, not many understand how it is. Like, that shit is such a good feeling, bro. Bro, chat, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't think that's trans fluid. But I know I see some of y'all were saying if it's CVT, it looks like engine oil. Transmission fluid looks like oil. Yeah, I don't know about that, bro. I'm pretty sure that shit was oil because it was thick. I felt it was thick and it was sticking to our, like, it was like leaving prints everywhere when we stepped in it. It was like following us. I don't know if trans fluid does that, but I know oil does that for sure. But yeah, bro, chat, it was a crazy ass day. It was a crazy ass day yesterday, bro.